So maybe we could kind of like talk about your previous experiences, I suppose, before life in the cloud. Uh, and it kind of explains why people behave the way they do now.
Yeah, no, exactly. And this is an audio stream, so you can't see all the gray hairs that I have. I could probably talk about this for a long time. You know, life before cloud, BC, a new definition of the term BC, right? Before cloud. But anyway, look, as I said before, I've been around, all the way back in mainframe computing with remote terminals to client server to distributed, introduction of virtualization, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. I think that the main thing that sort of highlighted the early part of before cloud, we spent as a business a lot of time on infrastructure that was not accretive to the value that we were providing to our customers or our shareholders. And so, whether it was racking and stacking, worrying about redundancies and network and power diversity, and I remember, back in my days at level three, thinking about how do we containerize, and this is a very different concept of containerization. This was like building an entire mini data center inside a shipping container that you can put on the back of a truck and take it and drop it onto any regen site on, this is the optical regen sites on level three's network, had been designed to be on ramps and off ramps for data onto the network as well. And how can we literally like drop that thing in the middle of nowhere and plug it in and get electricity and connectivity. Those are the only two plugs that you would need, right? A big Ethernet jack and a big power plug. And now all of a sudden you had what was the start of the concept of cloud. But a lot of time was spent on that, and everybody had to be experts at it. And I think that this is where we got into some really interesting challenges. The other thing, if you think about the data center days, we'll talk about it in the incentive models, right? When you planned, you didn't plan around sort of technology pace of change. You planned around your financial model. So if you depreciated your hardware or amortized your hardware and your investments in infrastructure over 3 years, those are the time horizons that you planned in. If you did it over 5 years, those are the things. And before virtualization, when we had dedicated infrastructure for applications, you had to plan like 5 years ahead and decide you're going to go buy this box, and God forbid that you ran out of capacity sometime in those 5 years and you didn't have a scale out architecture and you had to go buy another bigger box to run this thing on.